Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Here's your news report, stimulus check update, and stimulus package update. I will be bringing you up to date on the latest stimulus news, including the status of the third stimulus check. I will also be sharing why a more targeted stimulus package is difficult to do. Please make sure to watch until the end of this video to learn why President Joe Biden even agreed to limit numbers of Americans who will receive stimulus checks. But before this video starts, I will be giving away a $50 Amazon gift card this Friday. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below.
$1,000 for individual filers, $160,000 for couples. What else do we need to know about this deal and how this is going over with progressives?
Yeah, hey, Allison. So this was an attempt to appease moderates who had concerns about the direct stimulus payments and other parts of the legislation. They wanted it more targeted, not to benefit really so many people, they say, who don't necessarily need these direct stimulus checks. So what they are going to do, the same number of people, you're still going to get a full stimulus check like you did last time if you made up to $150,000 per couple, $75,000 per person, but it's going to cap out much, much sooner. And so that is where the change comes in. And so fewer people are going to get stimulus checks at that higher income level as the deal that has been reached as of today. Of course, things could still change. In response to that, though, the unemployment insurance extension of $400 a week, something else that moderates wanted to change to $300 a week, that is not going to change. That is going to stay the same. But again, like I said, there's still many steps to go and things could still be changed throughout this process. But where we stand right now, there seems to be buy-in from Senate Democrats and President Biden on changing the targeting of those direct stimulus checks. Allison.
Leanne, minimum wage might not be in the bill, but it is still a hot topic. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell talking about that on the floor today. What is he saying, and what kind of fight do you expect from Senate Republicans on this one?
It's interesting. Republicans are actually in a very difficult position on this minimum wage. They're trying to determine if they want to be the party of Trump, if that includes his populist message, which would include a higher minimum wage, or not. And those two things don't always square with each other. Republicans had come out against the minimum wage, especially at $15 an hour, most of them anyway. But Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, he seemed to indicate that there was some openness at compromise for a minimum wage proposal and putting it on Democrats for refusing to compromise. Let's play what he said on the Senate floor. We'll talk about it on the other side.
Senator Sanders' far-left minimum wage policy that would have killed 1.4 million jobs just as we try to recover, that appears to be gone too, at least for now. The Democrats had a choice. They chose to go it alone, tack to the left, leave families' top priorities on the cutting room floor.
McConnell, though, did not say that there had really not been any willingness from Republicans to negotiate or compromise on the minimum wage at all. But the story is not over. We could see amendments over the next coming days to try to change the COVID relief bill by offering a minimum wage amendment. They're expected to fail, but the issue
debate is set to begin in the Senate on the president's nearly $2 trillion COVID relief package. And a last-minute deal could now mean that fewer Americans will be receiving the next round of stimulus checks. NBC's chief White House correspondent Kristen Welker joins us now. And Kristen, a lot of people are wondering who will get it, who won't get it. What do you know?
That's the big question, Hoda. Good morning. President Biden struck a deal with moderate Democrats to change who gets those direct payments, meaning some people who received checks in December under former President Trump will not get them now. So individuals making more than $80,000 or couples making more than $160,000 won't receive a check. Now, according to one estimate, that's 7 million fewer families than in the original bill. Biden gave in to the demands that the relief should be narrowly targeted because he cannot afford to lose a single Democratic vote since no Republicans are expected to back the bill. Hoda and Savannah.
But Kristen, how does this affect the timeline then of final passage?
Well, Savannah, look, preliminary votes are going to start today, and it has a good chance of passing both chambers, but only if, and I stress this point, only if there are no other major changes. Democrats are aiming to finalize this by March 14th when the COVID unemployment benefits run out. Savannah and Hoda. All right.
According to many Democratic sources, Senate Democrats have reached an agreement with the White House to tighten the income limits on who can receive the third stimulus checks that are included in President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus relief package. The change to the income thresholds comes after demands from moderate Democrats to make sure the next round of stimulus checks is targeted at lower income families. The full amount of the check remains unchanged at $1,400, but the amount would phase out quickly for higher earners. Republican Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has stated that he hopes Republicans will unanimously oppose the bill. This is because the stimulus bill will need unanimous support from the Senate Democrats to pass. Mitch McConnell also said on the Senate floor, just a few days ago, President Biden's chief of staff bragged that this smorgasbord of borrowed money will add up to the most progressive domestic legislation in a generation. The Democrats had a choice. They chose to go it alone, tack it to the left, and leave families top priorities on the cutting room floor. I can't believe that Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell still does not support the stimulus package. The Senate plan would allow individuals earning up to $75,000 per year and couples earning up to $150,000 per year to receive the full third stimulus check. But the payments would phase out more quickly and end entirely for individuals earning $80,000 or more and couples earning $160,000 or more. However, according to a quick estimate from the Urban Brookings Tax Policy Center, the change will negatively affect about 8 million individuals who have gotten the stimulus checks under the House version of the bill. The Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy indicated as many as 11.8 million adults and 4.6 million children could be left without stimulus checks. About 160 million people would have received the payments under the previous terms of the bill. So this represents a 5% change, said Howard Gleckman, senior fellow at the Urban Brookings Tax Policy Center. I would call it a modest change, Gleckman said. It's going to affect some people, but it's not going to affect a huge number of people. The director of federal tax policy stated, for most people, it doesn't make a difference. For the people who really need help, in the bottom 60%, there's virtually no change. And according to the federal tax policy director, those who will not get no payment or reduce one as a result of the changes will feel it financially. It means less money in the hands of Americans. Ultimately, I think it's a great mistake. Having a very steep and narrow phase-out rate like this translates into less money going to people, many of whom are in precarious financial positions, said a senior fellow in economic studies. Well, President Biden has received a letter from the Democratic senators this week. This letter called for recurring checks and echoed enhanced unemployment insurance. The senators wrote, direct payments are crucial for supporting struggling families who aren't reached by the unemployment insurance. House of Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez shared her thoughts on the amended bill in a Twitter post. She said, conservative Democrats have fought so the Biden administration sends fewer and less generous relief checks than the Trump administration did. It's a move that makes little to no political or economic sense and targets an element of relief that is most tangibly felt by everyday people. An own goal, she wrote. The Senate on Wednesday is expected to take its first procedural vote towards the passage of the relief bill. That is the end of the video, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure to enter the $50 Amazon gift card giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and commenting below. Thank you, and have a blessed evening.